Okay guys, so today we're talking about the new phones from Infinix. I should say phones because there's three models. There's an Android Go version with 1GB RAM that will cost 9,999, which is quite expensive for an Android Go phone. It has 1GB RAM, 16GB storage. Then there's the Pro version, which has 3GB RAM and 32GB storage. Dual rear camera setup, a 4000 mAh battery that is yet to be launched in Kenya. The Pro version is yet to be launched, and it will cost about 11,000 to 12,000 Kenya shillings, I think. Then what we have today is the 2GB RAM version with 32 gigs of internal storage, dual rear cameras, and it costs 10,999. So let's unbox it and see what you get inside the box.
Okay, so if you buy your device early, you get this big box with a gift hamper included. The gift hamper is free and it's written not for sale. Why is that knife you people love to hate? There. I'm constantly amazed by the fact that in 2019 you're getting really nice specifications on phones, and people don't sort of realize that a couple of years back 1 gig of RAM and 16 gigs of storage was really good for for about $100. That's around 10,000 Kenyan shillings. But right now you won't be paying that because this is 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage. It's a big display, it's bright, it's clear, and on top of that they add a gift hamper for free. Let's check out what's inside the gift hamper box. I'm sure there are a couple of things I might find useful. Okay, there is a green bag. Where will someone use this? Unless maybe you carry some stuff around, I don't understand. But it's there. If you need it, you can use it. Oh, maybe if you're going swimming and you want to carry some stuff, I don't know. It's branded Infinix. There is the usual, I don't know the name of this thing, a holder, smartphone holder, but I normally use it as a door decoration or something. They're just on my door, a couple of them from different brands. Then there's something I'll actually use, a key holder. I don't have a key holder, and this looks good. Now to the box of the actual phone. I wish I got the purple version that is on the box, but I already know I got the blue version. It's the usual Infinix design. Inside you get a lot of paperwork. I don't understand if they believe anybody reads all that stuff. They're also promoting X Club. Wait, there are a couple of, I don't understand X Club. There's a couple of points, you can win phones and all that. Here's the charger. It's 5 volts, 1.2 amps. Not the fastest, not even quite fast, but faster than 5 volts, 1 amp on the Huawei. But you can always use another charger from Infinix if you had an Infinix phone before. The normal earphones, nothing special about them. The normal micro USB cable. More paperwork. There's so much paperwork unboxing an Infinix phone. More papers. And then there's a free included plastic case. Nice. And it is not the silicone version. This is the solid version, plastic, and a free screen protector. So yep, that's what you get inside the box. As usual with most Infinix phones, there's a sticker on the top telling you the specs of the phone: a 6.2-inch display, 4000 milliamp battery, 13 megapixel rear dual camera. I don't know the spec of the extra camera because it's not quite stated anywhere. Face unlock and fingerprint unlock. My first impressions of the device is that it feels like the Note 5, the Android One Infinix Note 5 from last year. It looks and feels like it. The back is removable. This is a plastic back. It's removable. To insert your SIM card and micro SD card, you have to pop out this case. The speaker is at the back. Yeah, it just looks like the Note 5 in some way from the design. Smooth and shiny, and some people might mistake it for a glass phone, but it isn't. It's quite heavy. I don't know why it's heavy. Is it the 4000 milliamp battery? But it's quite heavy. You feel the weight of it.
One thing that I don't like about the phone that will make it a deal breaker for me, I'm not saying it's also a bad phone, but personally for me, the deal breaker is that it doesn't come with 4G networks. You're stuck with 3G with the 2GB and the 1GB options. If you want 4G, you have to get the Pro version that comes with 3 gigs of RAM. But it's a good thing that people are getting more storage for less money. So this is your usual Infinix phone. Very nice display, very nice look to it. Like the display looks, I found Infinix displays to look quite good over the past few years. I have a problem with the notch. First of all, it's a big notch. It's big. It takes so much space, yet only has a camera, a flash, and the speaker, which could be reduced. Because if you see how Huawei implemented the notch, it's very small, but you still have the camera, the flash, the sensors at the top. I'm sure Infinix could do that. So this design is quite old, looks really bad for me. But if you love the notch, it's a good phone for you. I also have a problem with how Infinix notches work. I had hoped that they had solved this issue by now, but you'll still find that there's a gap between the app and the screen, the top. I hope this video can explain, because on the Nokia 6 you can see the notch is very well aligned to where the app starts, but on the Infinix there's always been a gap on Infinix and Technos. I thought by now they would have solved that, but it's still there, so I had to talk about that. But if you want a good display for 10,000 Kenya shillings, this is a great display. It looks good. The colors are saturated. They are pretty accurate. I hope Infinix deals with their bloatware, because I hate finding bloatware on my phones. I don't want to buy a phone and find apps, pre-installed apps that I won't need, perhaps apps that I won't be able to uninstall because there's a browser that I cannot uninstall. There's a couple of apps that are unremovable. You have to disable them, and that's not a good thing for me. I hope to see an Infinix phone come with their XOS but with no bloatware. Talking of bloatware, there's another thing that I really don't like about Infinix phones. Of late, they have a lot of, not just Infinix phones, also all Transsion phones, Tecno and Infinix. You find a lot of adverts, and that's a deal breaker for me. I'm buying a phone to use it, not to see ads on my phone. If the company wants to make money through other means of ads and all that, I'd rather they increase a small premium on their devices and make their money than having a phone with ads. So Infinix have enabled a way to hide the notch, which is a good thing, because that notch is hideous. So after hiding the notch, you get almost same level bezels at the top and the bottom. A good thing. Infinix is obviously setting this up to compete with the recently launched Huawei Y6 Prime 2019, and they're giving almost the same specs: 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage, a 6-inch display for a lower price. The advantage of the Infinix is you're getting more battery, because these are the 4000 milliamp battery, while these are the 3020 milliamp battery. You're getting dual cameras at the back, and you're getting Infinix, I should say. But for me, I will never buy a phone that has no 4G modem, because 4G is everything. Imagine having a phone for a couple of years going forward when 5G is the talk of town and your phone is still running on 3G. So the Huawei has normal speakers at the bottom, but Infinix has like a single speaker here down below. But this one sounds better, obviously. The Huawei has direct audio. Here are sample audios from both speakers. So yeah, you ask between the Huawei and the Infinix, which one should you go for? If you want 4G, go with the Huawei. If you don't mind 4G, the Infinix is a better deal, because almost the same specs, better battery, almost I could say better display, but they are really good displays, both of them. You can get the Infinix Hot 7 Pro with 3 gigs of RAM plus 4G, that will be around 12K. It will still be a better deal than the Huawei. Personally, I wish Infinix decided to put 4G on all these devices. All the Hot 7 models should have 4G at least, because it's really hard for me as someone who cannot buy a phone without 4G at this time to recommend it to someone to recommend it to anyone, because why would I recommend to you something I won't prefer buying? It's a good deal because the specs are good, the performance will obviously not be that bad, and the battery life is excellent because the 4000 milliamp battery is really big for this device. But recommending it for someone, yet I won't buy it because of one deal breaker, 4G, is really hard for me. I'm not saying it's a bad phone. You can get it if you don't mind 4G, and I've spoken to a couple of people who really don't mind 4G. Tell me what your thoughts are on the new Infinix Hot 7. It's a good phone. If you want it, you can get it. It's available countrywide, I believe. You also get the gift hamper if you buy it early. Not everybody is assured of a gift hamper. You've seen what comes inside the gift hamper. And if you like this video, please like it, comment down below, share it with friends, and subscribe.